I'm Mike Graves. I'm the president of the YMCA of Delaware, and I want to welcome you to the YMCA and this kickoff of our effort to educate 35,000 adults in Delaware on a strategy to prevent sexual child abuse. So while at the same time, our board had set 3 impact focus areas: youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And certainly kids can't develop healthy if they're being abused. It's just not possible. And frankly, we were wrestling with, maybe even struggling with, how we would address the issue of social responsibility. I said, this is it. This is an area that the YMCA can help operationalize. I consider Attorney General Biden to be the keeper in our state of this issue. He's really charged and elected to keep us safe, and to understand his role has just been a huge, huge help. So thank you very much.
Thank you. If you have a situation where only 1 out of 10 kids that is abused as a child, 1 out of every 4 girls is abused before they're 18, and 1 out of 6 boys, but you only have 1 out of 10 ever making a report of it, you now know why they don't report. Because they're reporting a crime committed against them by someone they know, and someone often that says they love them. It's the most sticky, tough issue that I deal with in the criminal justice room. Because we have to find ways to embolden kids to speak up and speak out. And that's what we're here to do today. We're going to do it by training 35,000 Delawareans across the state to change how we attack this issue. 1,000 people. If we can get 5% of our population to do it, as Mike said, we will change the dialogue, and we will save and protect kids in a way that we've never been able to do in this state.
I am here today to make you this promise. Delaware will be a safer place for children 5 years from now than it is today. And I can say that with authority because of this program, because we are going to train 35,000 people to be advocates for children, to know how to actually prevent child sexual abuse, and, as the Attorney General mentioned, to take action if something has happened to a child that they happen to know. We're going to train as many facilitators as we can, and they're going to go out there making a commitment. Each facilitator is going to train 150 people. And we're going to keep building and building and building on this momentum until we've trained our 35,000 people. So everybody has a role to play in this very important job that we are trying to accomplish.
In my 36 years as a Y director, I've been involved in a lot of collaborations with other agencies and different parts of state government. I've never had a project that I've worked on that is not turf conscious and clearly focused on a specific measurable goal that we'll know when we've succeeded. And I've just been blown away by how people have opened up and said, here's the role that I can play to help make this happen. So,
societal taboos create an environment of denial, and parents can't fall for that.
At the age of 16, I was raped, and my mother knew, but she said that we need not tell.
I was about 11 or 12, and my father always came in late at night. My mother walked down the hallway one night, and he'd been in my room for maybe a half hour, and all of a sudden I heard footsteps coming down. I could hear the first step, and then the second step, very, very, very slowly, and then the third step. And she was now about 12 feet from my door, and I waited to hear another step. And it was a dramatic moment when everything stopped for all 3 of us. All 3 of us knew exactly what each one of us was thinking and knew. It's the only time I ever felt my father afraid. He just stopped. And I thought, it's going to be over. She's going to come in. And we waited for that dramatic moment. And then I heard a step up the steps and up the steps and up the steps. And I knew she would never come through that door. And I knew she would never, ever come to help me. Maybe she just couldn't deal with it, so she just put it somewhere and wouldn't think about it. But I do believe she made a decision. I believe she made a choice, and she didn't choose me.